Hello everyone. In today's session, we are going to discuss USCS 503 Software Testing and Quality Assurance Practical. Okay, so today we are going to start with our first practical in TY Computer Science. So, are you ready? Yes. So, let us discuss the syllabus of this practical first. This practical subject contains 10 practical sessions which you have to complete in this semester. First one is install the Selenium IDE, write a test suite containing minimum 4 test cases for the different formats. Okay. The second is conduct the test suite for any two websites. See, the first two practicals are based on Selenium IDE. Use of Selenium IDE. Here you will learn how to create a test, how to create a test suites, and how to check it, how to test the working of test cases. Okay. Then in the third practical, we are going to learn installation of Selenium server that we call as Selenium RC. This is the RC server that we are going to use in this semester, and we will demonstrate it using the scripts in Java or PHP. Then in the fourth lab session, we will write the test program to log in a specific web page. Okay, we are going to see how the process of login to the specific web page, and we are going to test that web page. Okay, that login web page. In the fifth lab session, we will write the test program to upload 10 students record into the table. Okay, into the Excel file. You have to you have to store the 10 students record in the table of Excel file, and then you have to test it. Okay. Then in the sixth lab session, you will learn write the test program to select a number of students who have scored more than 60 in any one subject. Okay. So we are going to store the marks of some subjects with the student records, and we have to write the test case or test suite for selecting. We are going to test the program and going to select the students whose marks are greater than 60 in any of the subject. Okay. Then in the lab session 8, we are going to discuss and write and test the program to get the number of items in the list or combo box. So here we are going to test the list or combo box too. In the ninth lab session, we will write and test the program to count the number of checkboxes on the web page. Okay, web page check and uncheck count. Okay, so here we are going to count the check and uncheck checkboxes from the web page. Okay, and the last lab session, that is lab session number 10, we are going to load the testing using the JMeter. We are going to use this tool JMeter, and Android application testing using the Appium tools. So we are going to use the Appium tools for testing the Android apps. So in the lab session 1 to 10, we have tested our Java applications and the web applications. Okay, so in lab session 10, we are going to test the Android applications also. Okay, so Bugzilla bug tracking tool also we are going to discuss in the lab session 10. Okay, students, this subject is very interesting and it will give you very good opportunity to work in the industry. Okay, as this Selenium tool is having a very good scope, as nowadays testing is very important for every software. Okay, so every software organization is working very carefully on the software testing, and there is a huge demand of software testers in the industry. Okay, and the software testing is done most probably using the Selenium tool. So you are very lucky as it is included in our curriculum, and you will learn everything in this semester. Okay, so get ready for learning Selenium tool. Okay, so let us start. So today we are going to start with our first practical, that is lab session 1. That is, using Selenium IDE, we have to write a test suite containing minimum 4 test cases. Now, what is the difference between test case and test suite? Okay, that you should know first. So, test case is a one test condition that you are going to check, and if you are going to check the multiple conditions, so that group of multiple test cases are called as the test suite. Okay, so we will see how we can create the test case and how we can execute the multiple test cases. Okay, so for executing these test cases, the first step is we have to download the IDE, Selenium IDE. Okay, so the Selenium IDE that you have to use in this semester should be the 1.4 1.5 or the above form. Okay, and for downloading this I have included the link for downloading this, so you can just go to the web browser, type this link, and you can easily download the Selenium IDE. See, Selenium IDE is a add-on tool which you can work with the Chrome or Firefox. Okay, so I suggest, as Selenium is also a free and open source, and your Mozilla Firefox is also free and open source browser, so it works very good with the Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so at the very basic step I would like to tell you, Selenium is used for testing your web applications. Okay, for if you would like to learn more about this Selenium, you can refer the docs which are prepared and which are there on the seleniumhq.org. Okay, so that link, the documentation link is also provided here, so you can just copy this link into the web browser and you can read the complete documentation. Okay, so here we can use the web page. We are going to test the web page as I already told you. Okay, so that, as I am telling web page, so that will be in the simple HTML web page format. Okay, so in today's session we are going to discuss the menu driven arithmetic operations. See, I am explaining you this code, menu driven arithmetic operations, but you can do another also. Okay, so we have to test the 4 test cases. That 4 test cases will be depends on you. As I am going to discuss addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, you can do something else. You can write a code for checking even or odd, checking the number is prime or not, or calculating the simple interest. Okay, so anything you can write. Okay, any 4 programs you have to test here. Okay, 4 different test cases you have to implement, and you have to execute the test suite. Okay, so this is all about the lab session 1, what you have to do. But before starting the Selenium, you should know the basic idea of Selenium, what is Selenium, and what are its features and history. Okay, so what is Selenium? Selenium is an umbrella project for a range of tools. Okay, that libraries, it is a Selenium is an umbrella project for a range of tools and libraries that enable and support the automation of web browsers. Okay, it is for making the testing process automation. With the Selenium, you can make the automation of web browsers possible. Okay, what is the history of Selenium? When it is developed, the first time the Selenium 1 was released in 2004. Okay, so it is a latest only. It is in the 2004. It was out of the necessity to reduce the time spent manually verifying the consistent behavior in the front end of web application. Why it was developed? For testing the web application front end. Okay, so that because most of the time is spent on testing that in the testing only. Okay, in the manual testing. So for making that process automated, Selenium is developed in 2004. Okay, it is made use of what tools were available at the time and relied heavily on the injection of JavaScript to the web page under the test to emulate the user interaction. Okay, not only testing the cases, but we are also emulating the JavaScripts in the in the Selenium to emulate the user interaction. How user is interacting with the web page is also recorded with the Selenium. Okay, you can see when we will actually implement it, but you should have the idea about this. Okay, something more that we should know about Selenium, how Selenium controls the web browser. Selenium is, now Selenium is not only the testing tool. There are many things about the Selenium, but at its core it is the tool set for the web browser automation that uses the best techniques available to remotely control the browser instance and emulate the user's interaction. The very basic thing that you have to remember, Selenium is the one kind of tool set, as you are having a toolbox, something, and you can open the screw and all. Okay, that hardware toolbox, it is same like that. Okay, it is having many tools already there. You just have to use it for testing and making your web browser testing automated. Okay, so it is for automated testing. It allows users to simulate common activities performed by the end users. Entering the text into the field, selecting drop-down values, checking the checkboxes, clicking on the links in the documents. As these are the some actions that we always perform on the web pages. Okay, so whenever we are performing these actions are recorded, and the results of that action is also recorded, so that we can analyze and we can test the suite. Okay, we can test that particular web page. It also provide many other controls such as mouse movements, arbitrary javascript execution, and many more. Okay, so there are many things that we can do with this Selenium tool. Okay, so it is the interface. Okay, so the Selenium interface is available everywhere to the applications, which encourages the composition with other libraries to suit your purpose. Okay, so to satisfy your purpose, this Selenium tool is also available with the other tools, like we are using with the Firefox version, right? So that way it is available with other libraries also. Okay, so what is test automation? See, you should know, again and again I'm telling the word automation. Automation means the process of doing something automatically, right? So we would like to do something automatically, and for that we are going to implement the automated testing. Okay, so the functional end user tests such as Selenium tests are expensive to run as they are automated. So they are little expensive means you have to work little on the test cases. Okay, that typically requires a substantial infrastructure to be in place to run it effectively. Okay, you need there's some basic requirements for testing or for making the automation testing. Okay, but it is good rule to always ask yourself if what you want to test can be done using more lightweight test approaches such as unit test or lower level test. So first you have to ask yourself what you would like to do, whether you would like to use unit test or lower level testing. Okay, and once your decision is ready, then you can start with the automation testing. Okay, so what is unit testing means? Suppose you have developed a large website for our college organization system. Okay, and from that you just want to test the student insert operation. So that is the insert operation is one unit. Okay, so that is called a unit testing. Okay, once you have made the determination that you are in the web browser testing, okay, web browser testing business, and you have your Selenium environment is ready, okay, to begin the writing scripts, then you will be generally perform the combination of three steps. Okay, how to perform testing using Selenium? The first step is you have to set up the data. Second is you have to perform the discrete set of actions. You have to perform just you have to click on the link, you have to select from the combo box, you have to check the checkbox, you have to enter data into the text boxes. Anything you can perform the actions, that those actions will be recorded. And after recording, you have to evaluate the results. Okay, so you are going to refer the log of that record and you can evaluate your actions. Okay. So one thing that you have to remember whenever you are going to start with the Selenium testing, that keeping your test short and using the web browser only when you have absolutely no alternative. Okay, so you have to keep your test cases very short. Okay, the distinct advantage of Selenium tests is their inherent ability to test all the components of the application. Okay, the Selenium test cases are generally used to test everything which you include in your HTML web page. Okay, whatever is there on your web page, the Selenium tool, there are many things available which can be used for testing everything on your web page. Okay, from back end to front end. Okay, from user's perspective. Okay, user side say, from the user point of view, you are going to test everything from back end to front end using the Selenium automated testing. Okay, it is clear what is the testing, what is Selenium, and what is automation testing. Okay, so let us have the little idea about the Selenium IDE. Okay, so as Selenium is an umbrella project, but the testing that we are going to implement using the Selenium IDE. I told you many times the full form of IDE. What is IDE? It is an integrated development environment. It is a complete environment, okay, which has integrated many things inside, and it is used for testing the web application. Okay, so Selenium IDE is the simplest tool in the Selenium suite. It is a Firefox add-on that creates the test very quickly through record and playback functionality. Okay, using this your Firefox add-on you can add on your Firefox and you can test your application very quickly. Okay, and you can also record and play back the functionality. Means once you are recorded, you can again check that recording. Again, you can play back that recording and check the actions of those tests. Okay, so because of this simplicity, Selenium IDE should only be used as a prototyping tool, not an overall solution for developing and maintaining the complete test. So it is just used for testing the test cases. Okay, so though you will be able to use Selenium IDE without prior knowledge in programming. For using Selenium IDE, there is no need of more programming knowledge. Means if you are not that good in programming, you are not that good in development. Yes, so this is the field for you. You can be a good test. In the first lecture only, I told you that if you are good in finding others' mistake, then yes, this is field for you. So in using Selenium IDE, you have to do that only. You have to find the mistakes in the other project. Okay. So, as there is no knowledge, no much knowledge of programming is required, but basic knowledge of HTML, JavaScript, and document object model should be there. Okay, you should have the basic knowledge of this so that you can make your automated testing more powerful and more interactive. Okay, so Selenium IDE supports the autocomplete mode when creating the test. Okay, and it serves the two purpose. What is the use of this automated testing? First, it helps the tester to enter the commands more quickly, and second, it restricts the user from entering the invalid command. As commands are already entered, so you don't have to waste your time in entering the values and providing the input. Okay, again and again, as it is provided already, and because of that, it will you can avoid the mistakes of entering the wrong data. Okay, so this is the area. You can see this is my Selenium IDE. Okay, so you can see the window of Selenium IDE over here. At the very top there is a menu bar: file, edit, action, options. These are the different menu options available. The very important is the base URL bar. Base URL is the initial web page which you are going to test. Okay, the starting web page. This is the toolbar which you are going to use for testing your web application. Fast to slow means you would like to test your application very fast, or slowly you would like to analyze. Okay, this is the play pause button. Okay, this is the pause button, step over. Okay, so I will discuss further. This is the test case pane where you can create any number of test cases. Like you can see here, the first test case is invalid login test case. Second is a valid login test case. So that way you can create any number of test cases. And here you can see this is a log where you can see all the actions that you have made in that web application. Okay, so when you start recording your test, so that time all the actions that you do are recorded over here. Okay, so this is the area where you can again see the what are the different commands that are executed and what are the target values. Okay, okay, okay. So let us discuss the toolbar. Okay, this is the toolbar that I already explained you, that this is the fast slow button. You can set up the fast slow testing mechanism. Then this red dot is used for recording, start recording. As you have seen here, you can see this red dot which is used for starting your recording. Okay, and this is the when you have a multiple test cases there, so you can play all the tests at the same time, so you can play the entire test suite using this button. This is the use for playing the current test case. Only single test case if you would like to execute, you can use this one. Okay, so this is the play resume button, and this is step over. When you have there is a loop kind of thing, so you would like to step over, so you can use this step button, and you can use this to apply the roll up rules. Okay, but what is roll up rule? This is the advanced functionality. It allows you to group silence commands together and execute them as a single action. Okay, you can execute the multiple silence commands, multiple selenium test cases, means you can execute the complete package of test the application. Okay, so using this roll up plus. Okay, so that we can learn in the further sessions. This is a test case pane, as I already explained you that here you can add as many test cases. Here this green color means this is a successful or passed test, means this test has been executed successfully. But this valid login, as you can see, it is, if it is in red color, that means it is a failed test case. Okay, so green color means passed and red color means failed. Okay, so this way, this is just a summary that you can read whatever I have explained. The editor is having two types of view: table view and source view. Source view displays your script in the HTML format, and table view shows your scripts in the tabular format. Okay, so there are many things that you can just read it out. Okay, so now we are going to start with the actual implementation of this practical. Okay, so let us start now. First step is installation. What is our today's session? First is you have to install the Selenium IDE. So for installing Selenium IDE, you have to go to the start pane. Then you have to open the Firefox. Okay. Once you open the Firefox, here you have to type this command: Selenium HQ .dev/downloads. Okay, if you enter seleniumhq.dev, you can go to the downloads tab. Okay, and you can see this web page. Okay, you have to scroll down. At the bottom you can see the Selenium IDE is there. Okay, so you can download the different versions for Chrome also or for Firefox as well. Okay, as I'm going to use the Firefox, I will click on the Firefox. It will open this add-on window. As I would like to add, so you have to click on this add to Firefox button. Okay, so just click on the add to Firefox. It is adding this extension. Yes, it has asked add Selenium IDE. Okay, so you have it is asking for this permission. So yes, we would like to add, so click on the add button. Once you add, it will, so here it is showing some information that it will be in the your Firefox add-ons. Okay, you can go to that Firefox add-on using this menu option. Okay, so okay, I got it. Okay, so you can see this SE over here. Okay, can you see this SE over here? Yes, so this SE is the Selenium editor. Okay, so when you would like to start it, you have to just click on this. Once you click, it will open this window. Okay, so here it will, what you would like to do, you would like to record a new test in the new project, or you would like to open the existing project, or you would like to create a new project. Okay, what you would like to do. So I am going to create a new project. I will give name as first, suppose. Okay, now here is what you have to test the test cases. So when you would like to test the test cases, the first thing is you have to enter the your base URL over here. So suppose I just first now here suppose I would like to open the google.com. Okay, so this is my google.com. I will just copy this URL for as my base URL. Okay, so I have added this. Now you can record. See, when I start click on the recording button, it has opened at my base URL. Now whatever I will search here. Okay, suppose I am searching for the Selenium. Okay, I have clicked on this. Then suppose I have clicked on this link. Okay, suppose I did these actions. Okay, then close. Okay, so this is what my first test case is. I will name it as test 1. See, you can see this test 1 is recorded over here. You would like to record another test case, you can again start the recording. Suppose okay, so I have opened on this, then I have clicked on this Go Java. Okay, then I click on students and learner. Okay, so this way I have performed some actions. I clicked on some links and then I have closed and I will stop. Okay, oh, sorry, I forgot to name it. Okay, so the one thing that whenever you'd like to start a new test case, you have to click on this plus button so that you can start the second test. Click on the add button. See this plus button. Okay, this is used to add the new test, and then you have to start. Okay, again. Suppose what is Python? Okay, so it is open something. You can open this. Okay, so student study corner. Suppose go to course page. I am just clicking on the go to course page. Yes, it is little slow. Okay, I'm just recording this much only. I'm going to certification. So that way you can implement. Okay, so this is my second test case.